What's up, Drive By here. I'm going to go over settings for an add-on called Gladiatorlossa. It's really annoying add-on if you don't know how to use it, but really useful if you understand how to use it properly. I'm specifically going to go over Battlegrounds because that's probably when it's the most annoying. In arenas, there's only 6 players, and 3 of them are the ones that make the noises, your enemies, right? So let's hit escape. Go to options, not add-ons. Add-on tab at the top. And then we're going to go to Gladiatorlossa. It should be minimized like this. We'll expand it down and we'll start the general. Actually, we'll start the profiles all the way at the bottom. And we'll make a new one. And we'll call it Battleground 2. Because I already have one. So Battleground 2. We'll go to the general settings and we'll check it for Battlegrounds and Epic Battlegrounds. Alright, we'll keep going down. Master volume. So this is the volume within. This is the volume control within the add-on, but it's also controlled by the master volume. So master volume, and then you're going to set the volume in this. You'll control it even further. Right? Spam throttle is going to make it so that if there's a lot of things going on at once, it'll kind of slow it down and only say a couple of them. Right? And then you change the output. But, that's something different, right? Let's go to abilities, and we're going to go down to buffs applied, and I like, none of these are important. I don't think any of these are important. I think if you have too many of these on, every time they dispel, you heal unstable affliction. That can be really annoying. I think we want to track. I don't think any of this is really important here. I think you can see it with your add-ons, and you can see it on battleground enemies, so I don't think you need to run these. I do like to see spectral sight, right, for when I'm a bear druid and I can know when they're looking for me. Down here, dark skins, these are all tempting. I'm going to keep these empty as well because you really need to consider minimizing it and then maybe coming back and adding to it. So let's keep going. I'm looking almost specifically for immunities, right? So let's look. Stasis is a good one, right? Go on aspect of the turtle. That's a really important one because my team can't damage through it. Ice block. What to hear about? And combustion could be ticked. Life cocoon. Big one. Blessing of Protection, Divine Shield are big. Avenging Wrath is tempting. You could put Avenging Wrath on there. It's a pretty powerful ability. Pain Self is a very strong one. Dispersion is a very strong one. Cloak of Shadows is strong. I like Cloak of Shadows. Sap is nice. Alright, just looking at these, making sure I'm happy with them. I can always go back and add more. Buff down, so this is going to tell you when something ends, right? So spectral sight again. Ice block, I like to know when ice block's over. Touch of Karma. Blessing of Protection, Divine Shield. Dispersion, Pain Sup. Pain Sup's nice because it's like 40% damage reduced, and then when it's over, you can switch back onto the target. Cloak of Shadows is nice. Everything else is pretty good. Spell casting. I think Cyclone's one you want to see. Sleepwalk's not bad. I like Emerald Communion. Polymorph is pretty good. Repentance. Mind control, right? You want to know when those happen? Mind games is pretty good. Hex. Stormkeeper is almost worth it. Stormkeeper. Gas bolt I like. Fear I like. Instance. Let's see. I don't need to see heroism. We'll know when that happens. Gladiator's trinkets really important to me. Battle standard so we can kill it. Battle standard's actually a lot of health. 15% for each player times 10, 150%. It's really strong. Mind freeze is a good one. We'll just put all these on here. I like all the kicks to know when I'm casting a juke one. Pummel. Nothing really here. Darkness is pretty strong. Nothing really here for these. Well, is a good one. Stasis. Hover's tempting. Freezing trap. I'll put camouflage on there too. I'm not gonna put invisibility on there. I don't want to have it too busy, you know? Let's keep looking. Like sleep's pretty strong. Touch of Karma is definitely one we want. Sack's pretty strong. Sack's nice because the Paladin puts Sack on them and there's dots on the target they sack, and then you switch to the Paladin, he's taking extra damage. The damage from the 30% damage from the target, and then wherever he's getting, so you can get a lot of trouble from that. I've noticed that this is Silence, Psychic Screen, Void Shift, Dominating Princess, it's the same. Nice. Blind, Vanish, Smoke Bomb. Grounding Totem, Tremor Totem. Terror we'll put on there. Intimidating Shout. Nice. Alright, so I went through and kind of like looked at some big ones. You can always go back and add some other ones to it. The problem is that the more you add, the more clunky it gets. Like it just spams, and you don't want it to talk over your allies. You really need to hear them, and chances are what they're saying is more important. So here we've gone over and we've checked only a couple things. Friendly interrupts is really nice. Now we don't need to disable it. Nice. So now we have a battleground one that has not a ton of things on it, but enough that we can get the immunities and the core things. So consider this when you're going through your settings and you're making it, because you're trying to get just enough information. I think the minimum you'd want is kicks, trinkets, and immunities. Right? Those are the big ones. Alright, so I hope this helps. I hope it helps clarify. I hope you go in and make your own profile. I hope you go ahead and make your own arena profile too, because you don't need to know everything in the thing, but you could definitely know more in arena with the audible cues that Gladiatorlossan get. It's a really good add-on, but only really if you customize it. So thanks for tuning in, and I hope that this helps. Bye-bye.